Afternoon TikTok. This is Spencer Webb in the Grow Like Nature Garden doing some fall 2025 garden maintenance. So a few weeks ago, I planted carrots, mustard, parsley, collards, kale, marigolds, turnips, radishes, beets, Swiss chard, and shortly after that, I also planted some garlic. Now that the seedlings have sprouted, they've been doing well, it's time to thin them out so that each plant can have enough space to grow and produce good, healthy veggies for me and my friends and family, but y'all know, for me. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go around and start thinning my seedlings. What that means is each spot is really just big enough for one plant. What that means is each spot is really just big enough for one plant. So what I'm going to do is go through and literally just cull, layman's terms, kill off the seedling so we can make space for one, and that way that one seedling will grow to be nice and large, similar to how, and that way that one seedling will grow to be nice and large, similar to how this kale and the and large, similar to how this kale and the what I'm going to do is simply I'm going to keep them in and saute them up. So I'm going to try to find the one that's the largest, because clearly that's the one that's thriving the most, and we're going to cull the rest of them, and that will provide me with some fresh mini greens, which I can saute and eat up. These are mustard right here, and because they're still seedlings and baby greens, microgreens, that's what I meant to say, microgreens right here. And because they're still seedlings and baby greens, microgreens, that's what I meant to say, microgreens, not mini greens. And because they are microgreens, the mustard taste isn't as, what can we say, mustardy or spicy. So let's see, let me get this, see if I can get this camera turned around. Can we do that? Also, I want to say hey to everybody that is joining. But yeah, here we go, mustard. It tastes just like mustard. Has all the nutrients that you need. Has all the nutrients that you need. So here we had quite a few. And now we have one. And I've got a lot of fallen leaves from the trees, but I'm not going to sweep them up. And I've got a lot of fallen leaves from the trees, but I'm not going to sweep them up or here in my garden bed. Um, Again, fall is my favorite time to garden. Why? Because it's not hot outside. I don't have to, I'm not too concerned to garden. Why? Because it's not hot outside. I don't have to, I'm not too concerned. As long as you, I don't have to, I'm not too concerned. As long as you stay trying to master the 3 keys to gardening success, which are setup, timing, and consistency. For those of you that might feel like, man, I don't have a green thumb, I don't know how to do it, it's so difficult, I don't have the time. First things first, stop saying you can't. That's first and foremost. If you keep saying you can't, then you won't be able to. But if you follow the Grow Like Nature way and work at mastering the 3 keys to gardening success, which are setup, timing, and consistency, you too will soon become an expert gardener. And when you feel like you've become an expert, that's usually when something happens that you've never experienced before, and it humbles you. Humbles you right back, right quick, fast, and in a hurry. But it's okay, because in gardening, there are no mistakes. There are only experiments. Some experiments work, some do not. Um, so yeah, I might not be able to finish all of these today. And I got a homie pulling up on me just to come kick it. But I will be thinning all of this out this week. So I'll be out here today, tomorrow, and probably Friday. And what we're thinning out right now are mustard greens. And I planted my mustard greens along the border because the animals that like to eat my leafy greens, if they taste the mustard first, they'll get that bitter mustard taste. And they'll be like, you know what? Psh, bump this. I'm leaving this alone. This is nasty. I don't want it. And it protects everything that's around it. So that's what's going on around these parts right now. And you can see how we've thinned these out. Can't answer that right now because I am live. So now we'll come over to this part, and clearly this hole right here means something's been digging around. But the squirrels, they come, birds come, they try to find nuts and seeds, I guess, but they never actually dig up the plants. So, you know, I'm not tripping. I'm in their neighborhood anyways. Shouts out to everybody that is joining and watching and learning from me. I really do appreciate it. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Or you can shoot me a DM, or you can email me at Spencer@growlikenature and the number 1 Spencer at Grow Like Nature and the number one.com. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. All of that good stuff. Yesterday was election day in the country. I think the public spoke out. My hometown city of Detroit, Michigan, who has been in existence for 324 years, elected its first woman mayor, Mary Sheffield. I wish her nothing but much success and prosperity. Also, shout out to her opponent, Solomon Kinlock. Shouts out to my mayor, Andre Dickens, for a landslide victory down here in Atlanta, Zone 8A. Shout out to the council people that have won. Mike Julian Bond, Post at Large, City Council, newly elected City Council President, Marcy Overstreet, and all that good stuff. But people still haven't received any SNAP benefits for this month. And that's why I'm here showing you all how to grow fruits, vegetables, medicinal, and culinary herbs so that you can be self-sustainable, healthy. And the good thing about thinning out these seedlings is that I'm going to be able to eat them. Throw them in a smoothie, saute them up, and that'll be that. And why do we thin them out? Because if they're overcrowded, they're going to compete with each other and they won't reach their full potential. They'll start fighting for nutrients. And no one will grow and thrive. So that's why we thin them out. I hope everybody listening, I hope you all did go out to vote. I also need to deadhead. I need to deadhead my marigolds. What does that mean? Deadheading occurs when you cut off the blooms that have already flowered and did everything that they are supposed to do. And when you cut off the spent blooms, the dead blooms, the energy goes to other growth spots on the plant so those blooms can grow. So I'm going to cut this one off, boom. And I'm just going to throw them right back in the bed so they can decompose. So what I'm doing today is welcome to those that have just joined. What I'm doing right now is deadheading some of my marigold blooms, and that encourages new growth. I thinned out some of my mustard plants. And you can see you can see these are fresh blooms. And then this is a spent one. This one is starting to die off. So we're going to cut it off. And the plant will then send energy to the new bud sites so that they can continue to be like Bebe's kids. They don't die. We multiply. If you don't like my humor, there's something wrong with you, because I am a comedic genius with an exceptional green thumb. And you can tell old buds because they're gonna be faded. They'll be crunchy. Uh-oh, where am I at? They'll be crunchy like so. And they just look like it's time for them to go. So, still got some more things to do, but I just wanted to come and hang out with you all for a quick second. Get some action going on out here. And I am going to finish thinning out this bed. And then I'll be doing the rest of these all week. So in short, the 3 keys to gardening success. Frugal snob, how you all week. So in short, the 3 keys to gardening success. Frugal snob, how you doing? So, to sum it up, the 3 keys to gardening success: setup, timing, and consistency. Setup meaning ensure your garden is in a healthy space with good sunlight, at least setup meaning ensure your garden is in a healthy space with good sunlight, at least 6 hours of full sun a day. Make sure your soil is packed with good nutrients. All you need is topsoil, nature nutrients. Then you jump over to timing. Plant what you want. Right now we are in the cool season, so it's time to plant cool weather vegetables like big leafy greens, collards, 1, 2, 3, 4, kale, mustard, things like carrots and radishes and beets. And then consistency, checking on it on a regular basis. So me coming out, making sure that it's watered, making sure the soil stays moist, coming out here this week to thin. That's the consistency part of it. Sometimes you don't like to do it. Sometimes you don't feel like doing it, like life. Sometimes you don't feel like working out. Sometimes you don't feel like paying bills. Sometimes you don't feel like going to work, but you have to. It's part of being an adult. So if you take the time to master the 3 keys to gardening success: setup, timing, and consistency, it will spill over into your everyday life, your relationships, your work, all that good jazz. Get your hands in the dirt, ground yourself. I'm Spencer, here with Grow Like Nature, and you all can see I haven't even harvested, or not even harvested, but I haven't even thinned out everything. But I got a nice amount of microgreens to make a salad, or not even harvested, but I haven't even thinned out everything. But I got a nice amount of microgreens to make a salad, or I'll probably just saute these. And I'm going to roast some broccoli and some carrots today for dinner. I'll saute this mustard greens up and mix them in and throw a Tamrock. How you doing? And I will throw a some chicken thighs in the air fryer. Again, I'm Spencer with Grow Like Nature. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your day at the end of the day to join me in my garden. This is something that I love to do. Also, one of my videos, I made a short about me planting garlic, and some of this garlic is starting to come up. I'll show you all that tomorrow. But right now, I am getting ready to sign off. And tell everybody you know about Grow Like Nature. If you have any questions, you can reach me at Spencer at GrowLikeNature and the number one.com. www.growlikenature and the number one.com. Holler at me on IG, Grow Like Nature and the number one. Facebook, all that good jazz. Y'all have a great day. And I am out.